Queens and House of Kings doing this evening. How you all doing? Welcome or welcome back to the start of a new vlog. How you all doing? This is currently it's in the evening time. It is 2:54. We're just not turning 2:54. How you all doing? I actually had to work today. Today was actually a stressful day. I ain't never been so stressed out. Like we got extremely busy, and it was to the point where I kind of, I have to ask God for protection most time. A lot of times, once I step foot out of this house, because one thing I'm learning is like I know I have to do the best I can to provide for myself and my daughter, but it's a lot of things that goes on, and I try to make the best out of every situation that I'm in. But it's just with me, I just don't tolerate disrespect from nobody, especially when I'm just doing the best I can. I come to work, I do what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I do more than what I could do, or do more than what I shouldn't do, what the average next person wouldn't do. And sometimes I find it that when I'm working around others, they feel like that they can talk to me or say words out of proportion or say anything out of their mouths. And that's not healthy, because one thing I tell people, you never know what people is battling with. Like, yeah, not everybody gonna come to work and open up to you about their personal life, which is none of your business anyway. But not everybody gonna come and tell you like what they really dealing with on a personal level. And so I feel like if a person, when you got someone that's coming to do their job, going over and beyond, even though they're getting underpaid, like they're not getting paid enough money to really live, and they still show up and get out of bed anyway, and come and perform, you should acknowledge and appreciate those type of people, because we live in a day and age now where not too many people plan on coming back to work. I feel like with the times we live in I would say probably the next 5 years it's going to be more entrepreneurs than ever, because a lot of people are going to feel like, why should I work for somebody else when I could just basically work for myself? Or if I'm going to choose to continue to work for somebody else, I'm going to still have my own thing going on the side. And that's what it's really coming to. And it's just really sad, because for one, I didn't know it was going to be extremely busy. Like, I knew that we was going to be busy this week, but I felt like me and another coworker that I work with, we serviced at least 200 people. And when I say we was running around like chickens with our head cut off trying to get these orders out and help the chef in the kitchen, and it's like people patience level is just so, people not as patient as they want to be in this day and time. But like I tell folks, anywhere you go, you're going to have to wait. If you can't wait, you might just need to go somewhere else. But anywhere you go in this day and time, you're going to have to wait. Two people or one person can only do so much. Like, I tired myself out so bad to the point when I came in, like, I really didn't even feel like washing my clothes. But I do go back tomorrow. I kind of had got my dates mixed up. I didn't know, I forgot today just not being Monday. I actually thought I was off tomorrow, which was Tuesday, and then go back Wednesday, Thursday. But my only off day for this particular week is Wednesday at the current moment, because my supervisor normally do his schedules either on a Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, it was a lot. It was to the point where I just kind of started snapping out on not the guests, but I had kind of went off on my other coworker, because she had like a very smart mouth. You see me running orders out, and I feel like if the guests got their number and I'm calling their number out, and I might can't hurry up and bring their food right out to them, like if they could come to the come up to the counter and just get, like, if they just order something as simple as a pastry, why they just can't come up and turn their number in? Some of them would do that anyway and just bring she had out, yeah, there's a number on the table. I said, I know they have a number on the table, but you see I'm trying to run this food out. It just was a lot. Like, it's to the point, like, I have to have a talk with my supervisor. If I can just go, because really my job, even though I'm working full time, it's really still part-time hours anyway, because I'm only working like 5 hours or 4.5, 5 hours a day anyway. I'm not working 8 hours. No way when I'm working in the restaurant. Most time if I get like 7 to 8 hours, that's when we do banquets. And I had to have a talk with him because it's just becoming too much. And I know he don't want to lose me because I'm a good worker, because I had to tell him that, it's becoming a lot. I can't handle the restaurant like I thought I should be, because for one, when you're working in a restaurant, you're handling people money. I never been the type where I wanted to handle people money or operate a register, because I know what comes with it. Sometimes you might, there'll be more than one person that work the register behind you or before you. And so, sometimes in some cases a register might come up a few dollars short. Then, there go people pointing fingers. Even though me, I don't steal. I don't have to steal of anything. That's one thing about me. I was raised to not take or steal from nobody. If there's something that I want and I might not have the money, I might ask if it's okay if I can, have this and snack on or, try this, but it's a lot. It's a lot that come with it, and I just feel like, when you know your limits to something, you can only take so much. And then also with that, it's just been making me feeling like, at 40, what is my, what can I do more in my 40s? Like, I'm doing the best I can, and it's getting to the point, like, I'm just figuring out, what is life like for me? Life in my 40s, I never thought in this age that even with a degree, I have a degree, I went to school, I never thought at my age, like, I feel like I'm behind in some way, but then I have to tell myself, Kanisha, is not as worse as you think it is. Like, I feel like at 40, I should have, been had a career, but like I say, it's not my fault that we living in such a, trying times, and I know I'm doing the best I can. It's trying. I mean, even with a degree nowadays, it's mighty hard trying to find a good paying job, because so many people or so many businesses at this time in this life, or now I'm gonna say it like this, in these times, not everybody gonna want to pay you, your worth, what they know you worth. So it's like sometimes you might have to take something, because something is better than nothing. That's true, but you don't want, I feel like some people get in their head that I know this person needs this job, and they'll accept or take any crap. In some cases, you can't push people limits without them probably have to snap or say something. I mean, it's not so much a snapping, but you have to really let people know, that you only can take so much, And I just feel like as soon as you get higher on the job, there's always more opportunities out there, but I know some cities and states are different. Here in Memphis, it's not that many opportunities. I'm seeing that now. I'm just trying to trust God with my life and pray for better days, but I'm also, like I said, it's not just me I'm living for. I got to make sure my daughter is good as well. So I said to myself, what I'm going to do when, because like I said, she got one more year in high school. She says she want to go out to college. I'm just trying to make sure she get herself straight. And so once I get she get herself situated straight, I can, decide on if I want to relocate to another city and state and see, how things go. Because I've been down here 20 years and I feel like I haven't really accomplished much besides graduating, getting my degree, and gaining some form of experience in, in the work field. But other than that, all the extra stress and me I'm just over it. I dread to get out of bed this morning, but I said, you know what, Kanisha, you got to do what you got to do. You got to get up. You got to make your money. It's like to the point now, I used to be so, when that alarm could go off and then I'd be here up and jump, get up and get ready. I'm finding myself dreading now, so I have to ask God every day in the morning. And I'm going to have to start back saying my affirmations in the morning. I haven't really been saying that lately, that today is going to be a great day. I would let nothing or no one steal my joy. I got to get back into saying that, because I feel like I'm under spiritual warfare. And I was just listening. I was watching a video of a young man speak on this yesterday, that there's so much going on. And even good people are being taken advantage of, or good people being targeted by the devil himself. He using other people to get up to good people. So that I feel like I've been under attack or under a lot of pressure, but I never thought that it would get to this point to where I had to snap out. Because I'm the type that I usually hold my posture, but I'm just seeing now it's not good enough. So I'm just learning every day that I just got to continue to keep trusting God through my journey. Like I say, life in my 40s. I'm forever grateful that God blessed me to see 40, but I never thought that I would be in this state at 40 years old. But at the end of the day, I'm truly blessed and grateful when, he can wake me up and see another day. That's always a blessing because I know somebody might did get out of bed. But overall, I'm just trusting him and praying for better days ahead. And if you're somebody that might be dealing with some things on your job or with people, I just ask and encourage you to do as well is to stay positive, or don't let nobody get you out of character, or if it's some things or issues you having problems with, I would tell you to go to the supervisor and talk to him or her to see if there's a solution, especially if you're a good worker and you're doing the best you can. Talk to him or her and let them know, explain to the situation, how can I overcome this, because there's a lot of toxic people on these jobs nowadays. Sometimes these people can be going through a lot of things personally in their personal life. They come to work and they bring that energy off on you. Me, I go through a lot too outside of work. I'm not finna bring that energy into the workplace, because you bringing that energy to the workplace and then you got so much going on, that'll literally make a person snap out even if they don't tend to do it. So yeah, I just want to come in, start this video off, and just, say how you all doing, and just kind of give y'all a little mini life update of what's been happening with me or what's been going on lately.